One of the most common negative comments I hear about Assassin's Creed as an overall franchise is Assassin's Creed is becoming like COD. Do you even do any research before making that statement? Because it doesn't appear to be the case. As you can imagine, my opinion on this is no, Assassin's Creed is still nothing like the watered down, recycled and tired franchise that is known as Call of Duty, which people seem to be making comparisons to these days, which I think is complete bullshit. Even though I would argue that Assassin's Creed isn't in its prime, and it isn't the best it's ever been, I still cannot deny that the Assassin's Creed games do get a fair bit more care put into them than the Call of Duty games. And on top of that, each and every game is different with Assassin's Creed. It's not the same recycled shit. I mean, Rogue was pretty copy-pasty of Assassin's Creed 4, but even that had differences. People used to make this comment because of the yearly release cycle thing that Assassin's Creed had going on, which Call of Duty also had going on. But Assassin's Creed has since scrapped that, and the comment still turns up more than a few times a week. But even still, Assassin's Creed is not at that Call of Duty level of milk yet. It's not that tired yet. I mean, it's getting that way, but it's not being recycled. We're not seeing the same location for like 20 games. We're not seeing too little focus on the story and too much on the multiplayer anymore. The game is still single player focused, which Call of Duty is really there for the multiplayer business, and that's what keeps it going. So, therefore, Assassin's Creed, in that respect, isn't going to be like Call of Duty, and probably won't be anytime soon, if ever. So, Assassin's Creed still clings on to its story element, whereas Call of Duty, the games are in different universes, some of them, and they follow no real story. It's all about that multiplayer. It's not about the campaign or whatever, you see. But with Assassin's Creed, the story is incredibly significant, and without it, the game wouldn't function properly. Meaning that the game relies on the story, whereas in Call of Duty, they rely mostly on the multiplayer. Now, you could argue that both companies are making their games for the money. Well, yeah, no shit. I mean, if they weren't going to make a profit out of it, they probably wouldn't make the fucking game in the first place. That is dunce logic. But at this point, you could argue that Call of Duty is the same shit year in, year out. It's the same setting of sorts, you know, like the same futuristic setting that nobody likes. It's the same engine, it's basically the same everything. And whereas with Assassin's Creed, although it is milked, everything in the games are different. The extended media is separate to the games and doesn't follow the same story in the comic books and stuff. But with Call of Duty, it's all the same stuff, over and over again. Assassin's Creed is not quite like that, as it does follow different stories, different characters, different locations, different times, different settings, different engines throughout the games. And all in all, Assassin's Creed is less tired and drawn out than Call of Duty is. Now, I get what people are trying to say when they say that Assassin's Creed is becoming COD. I mean, I get it. What they're trying to say is that the franchise is milked past its prime and getting very tired. Now, yeah, I know you mean that, but the thing is, it's getting that way for sure, slowly but surely, but it's not becoming the next COD. Assassin's Creed isn't the same milked shit year in, year out. I mean, it's pretty milked as a franchise considering that there's a fucking colouring book, but Assassin's Creed is nowhere near becoming Call of Duty quality, so I don't think you have to worry necessarily about getting the same thing year in, year out, exactly copy and paste like you sort of are with Call of Duty, I'd imagine. So, on that note, I suppose that's all that needs to be said, because Assassin's Creed is not becoming the next COD just yet, and I don't think it will do for a long time, if ever, because it's just not like that. They do have different settings and different things, and they do try to change the games up a little bit, what with new engines and things to keep the games fresh, new, and fun. So I do believe that Assassin's Creed, although it will be, and probably arguably is, very milked at this point, is never going to be Call of Duty level of bad. Alright, bad for milking, bad for drawing out a tired franchise and repeating the same things and copy and pasting things. I don't think we're going to have to worry about that, because, in all honesty, it's not getting that way because it's not doing the same things that Call of Duty did, which is just repeat itself over and over and over and over and over. Therefore, in conclusion, Assassin's Creed is not becoming the next COD, and it's not becoming like COD because it is not repeating itself to that extent, and that's that. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, share, comment, tell your friends about this channel, and I will see you all in the next one with another video at some point. So yeah, so